Hey, what's up everyone, it's your girl Brain Shanae, and today I have an unboxing for you and it's going to be from Fairyloot. So if you want to know what's inside of this beautiful box, please stay tuned. And I am back, and also if you're new to my channel, welcome. If not, welcome back. So like I said before, I'm going to be doing a unboxing for Fairyloot. This is a book box subscription that I subscribe to every single month at the beginning of every single month. And so for this box, it looks like this because I'm not only subscribed to the adult book but also the YA subscription as well. So we're going to be there's going to be at least 2 books in here. So let's get started. And this is what it looks like as I open it. And here we are. And I don't necessarily remember the theme. I know this is for, I think this is, I forget the month. I think it's for this month. Who knows? I lose track of things nowadays. So let's see what's inside here. And like I said, there's going to be 2 books in this box particularly. One for the YA subscription and one for the adult subscription. So as I open it, we have the first book where it says happy reading, and here is the back right here with, you know, the Fairyloot logo. And so let's, ooh, all right, I am already getting a glimpse of it. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. And I'm excited about this book. I think it's one of, oh no, this is the, I think this is the adult book. Okay. And it has an author's note, which I will be reading because I find it very inspirational, and I feel like it can also be inspirational to you as well. So I think this is the adult book. I could be wrong. We'll figure it out. So here is the art print for this one. And this, the theme, this is for August. So the theme is going to be reap what you sow. So here is the art print. And then here is the book, and it's called Bonesmith, author of the Crown of Feathers trilogy, and it's written by Nikki Powell Preto. And this looks really good. I really like the cover. I like how this is shiny and the rest is like matted in the background, so you get a little shimmer right there. On the back it says, ready your blade, defeat the undead, which it says that. And then we have the edges. Just look at, that's beautiful. Great detail what they've done with it. That's really beautiful. If I take the dust jacket off, this is what it looks like right here. And here is the spine. And then here is the dust jacket. So it is reversible, so we can switch sides. So this is what it looks like, which I actually prefer this side over this side. But either way, it's still beautiful. I'm not going to be picky. It's still beautiful. And then here is the end papers as well, which it depicts the scenes that in the book. And we have a map in here, which I do like maps. So here is a map as well. And this is also signed by the author as well. I haven't heard much about this book. I don't know what it's about, but we're going to find out together. So let me go ahead and read the synopsis. So, and it says, in the Dominions, the dead linger, violent and unpredictable, unless the Bonesmith severs the ghost from its earthly remains. For Bonesmith Wren, becoming a Valkyrie, a ghost-fighting warrior, is a chance to solidify her place in the noble house of Bone and impress her frequently absent father. But when sabotage causes Wren to fail her qualifying trial, she is banished to the border wall, the last line of defense against a wasteland called the Breach, where the vicious dead roam unchecked. Determined to reclaim her family's respect, Wren gets her chance when a House of Gold prince is kidnapped and taken beyond the wall. To prove she has what it takes to be a Valkyrie, or Valkyr, Wren vows to cross the breach and rescue the prince. But to do so, she's forced into an uneasy alliance with one of the kidnappers, a fierce ironsmith called Julian from the exiled House of Iron, the very people who caused the breach in the first place, and the House of Bone's sworn enemy. As they travel, Wren and Julian spend as much time fighting each other as they do the undead. But when they discover there's more behind the kidnapping than either of them knew, they'll need to work together to combat the real danger, a dark alliance that is brewing between the living and the undead. Gideon the Ninth meets the Game of Thrones White Walkers in this dark young adult fantasy about a disgraced ghost-fighting warrior who must journey into a haunted wasteland to rescue a kidnapped prince. So yes, this is a young adult. So this is the YA book. And it sounds really interesting. When it was talking about the wall and stuff, it did make me think, of Game of Thrones. So yeah, I think this will be actually a good read. This sounds really interesting. So I'm here for it. And then for the author's note, which we have the little art print with it, it says, "Dear Fairyloot reader, while the world of Bonesmith is dark and treacherous, it's also much more than that. Yes, there is death and danger and intrigue and ghost, but there's also love and laughter and friendship. There's romance too," which I like that. "I hope you enjoy Ren's journey and come to see that while she is funny, prickly, and yeah, I think it says prickly and flawed, she's also bold, courageous, and does what is right, even if it happens to serve her interest. And you know what? She is the best Danvalker of her generation. Ask anyone except Anura. This is a book I had a blast writing, and I hope you'll have just as much fun reading it. Ready your blade." So there is the author's note, which I do like, and I'm really looking forward to reading this. I haven't heard much of people talking about this. I don't know if people knew that this was going to be coming out or whatever this year, but I'm excited for it. So this is definitely something I might end up reading in September. We shall see. So I have this, The Bonesmith by Nikki Powell Preto. Hopefully I'm saying her name right. If not, I do apologize. So we have that. And actually, let me read more about the author. It says, Nikki Powell Preto is a fantasy author living just outside of Toronto. Through her dislike of hockey, snow, and geese makes her the worst Canadian in the country. She studied art and art history in university and worked as a graphic designer before becoming a writer full-time. She is the author of the Crown of Feathers trilogy and Bonesmith. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm definitely looking forward to reading this. So we have this. And let's get into the next book, which this is the adult book then. It says happy reading. Here we have that. And then here's what it looks like. And I'm excited for this book. I have been anticipating this. So we have the author's note, which I will read last. And then, let me see. Then we have the theme, and here is the art print. It is called Powerful Bloodlines, which I'm keeping this art print. It looks really beautiful. And then we have the book Forged by Blood, and this is by Hakibor Akusun. Hopefully I'm saying the name right. If not, I'm sorry. But that is the author's name, and just look at this book. It is everything. It is giving. It is gorgeous. And here is, look at the sprayed edges, the stenciled edges. It is beautiful. They did a fantastic job with the detail for this one. I really like this a lot. And on the back it says, they took her language, her mother, and her home. They hunt her people for the blood magic that sings through them. Now Demi has their prince and no intention of letting him go. There will be blood. Sounds intriguing. And so if I take the dust jacket off, this is what it looks like right here, which I like the ombre, like the purples and the blues. Here's the spine. Here is the back. And then the dust jacket is also reversible as well. So we have this, which is beautiful. I love so much. And so let me go ahead and read the synopsis. And also, before I even do that, let me show you the end papers, which here's this. And also here's end papers for that as well. And then it's also signed by the author, if I'm not mistaken, just right here. So yes, so let me go ahead and read the synopsis. Like I said, I've been anticipating this book, but I wanted to be sort of surprised of what it was about, but I'm going to go ahead and read the synopsis. Like, why not? So let's get started. So it says, Demi only wanted to survive, to avoid the suspicion of the tyrannical Ages occupying her homeland, to escape the king's brutal genocide of her people, the Aluso, and to live peacefully with her secretive mother while learning to control the blood magic that is her birthright. But survival has given way to vengeance. A betrayal has cost her mother's life, and Demi demands payment. She bides her time until the devious Lord Quincy, hopefully I'm saying the name right, grants her the perfect opportunity. Kidnap the Age prince and bargain to save the remaining Aluso. She sets out on her hunt with her childhood friend Colin in tow, but the way ahead proves far more dangerous than either of them could have imagined. For she and the prince share more than deadly secrets, and every moment will tangle them further into a forbidden, unmistakable attraction. Okay, so there's some romance in here. Okay. If she is to claim justice for her mother and her people, Demi will not be able to trust anyone or anything. Not Colin, not her fledgling magic, not even her own heart. It says a tale of rebellion and redemption, love and lies, forged by blood is an epic fantasy at its finest, richly steeped in Nigerian mythology. I'm excited. This is going to be a book that I read in September, y'all. I've made up my mind. It's definitely going to be on my TBR. I'm really looking forward to reading this, and I just love this cover. It's beautiful, it's vibrant, and it's giving. I'm here for it. Oh, and the spine too. Oh, I love it. Okay, so let me go ahead and read the author's note, which is right here. So it says, "Dear reader, as a child I sat at my grandfather's feet listening to him sing. The moon was full, her glorious light dancing with the shadows on the wall. Baba waved his weakened arms, his once deep voice curled into a throaty whisper. But he sang, remembering through song the beauty and history of those who came before, names that rivaled each other in length and grandiosity. People of all kinds, bright, powerful, desperately wicked, creatures as I don't know what that says, wondrous, excuse me guys, as wondrous as you could imagine. History, memory, fantasy, it did not matter. I sat transfixed, training to hear the quieting gasp of my grandfather's voice, and in every word was a simple command: remember. Remember, Ekbor, why you were named so. Remember, my child, those who came before. Remember, my dear, that we live. Remember, my heart, that we triumph." It says, illness, war, famine, pain, as long as we hold onto our histories, our stories, none of it will be enough to destroy us. This is a powerful, powerful note, or author's letter. So it says, reader, forged by blood is my remembrance. It is staring head on at the inherited legacy of ancestral pain and difficult everyday questions and searching for answers. It is Demi admitting that she is afraid, but running towards danger anyway, because without hope for her loved ones, she is lost. It is attempting to love and heal as Jonas and Colin do for her, while grappling with imperfect, demanding systems. I sat on the cold mud floor that day and listened. It says, lover, I think it says, lover, I can't really pronounce, I can't look at this. It's a little small. It says, lover, my father and his siblings came into hold Baba's hands, and they lifted their voices to sing. They sang of hope, pain, loneliness, as Baba passed from the world to the next. They celebrated the life of an imperfect and headstrong man who gave everything so his children wouldn't have to. Every time I see my father now, I sing with him and remember. So if you please open the page and join me, lift your voice and sing. Let us remember together, and in doing so, dream hopeful dreams. Love, Ehibor. Hopefully I'm saying her name right, y'all. I don't like saying authors' names wrong. It says Ehibor. And it says Okosun. Okay. It says, or just Ehi, is an Austin-based author who writes speculative fiction, mystery thrillers, and contemporary novels for adult and YA audiences. A British private school survivor turned Nigerian-American immigrant, she hopes to do justice to the myths and traditions she grew up with and to honor her large multiracial and multi-ethnic family. She is a graduate of the University of Texas with degrees in Plan 2 honors, neurolinguistics, and English, as well as chemistry and pre-medical studies, and is a Cynthia Lishett Smith Mentorship Award finalist. When she's not reading, she can catch her bullet journal, gaming, baking, and spending time with her loved ones. Yes, I'm gonna read this, and I just with that letter alone was very powerful, and it reminds me of what's going on in the US where I currently am, and how our history is they're trying to erase our history and make sure it's forgotten. And I love that one part where it says, and every word was a simple command, remember. And that's what we need to do. We need to keep remembering our ancestors, keep remembering and honor our ancestors and honor the people before us. And I'm looking forward to reading this, and I kid y'all not, I'm going to be reading this in September, and I'm going to be doing a book review for this book, so stay tuned for that, everyone. But that is it. Sorry, I was on a rant, but that was just a powerful, powerful letter. I know I tripped up on some of the words because of how it looks, but I appreciated every single word in this author letter, and I will be keeping this, and I'm putting it in the book now because that was just a powerful, powerful, powerful author letter or author note. But here are the two books. We have Bonesmith and we have Forged by Blood. That is my little unboxing. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please, please, please give me a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that bell to be notified when I upload more videos in the future. But thank you all for watching, and hope you all are staying healthy and staying safe. See ya.